Hi, everybody. This is my first time doing a live stream here on YouTube. I was trying to do it over on Instagram, couldn't get it to work. So lucky you got me over here now, and we're going to take time to self-pleasure today, and we're going to talk about our self-pleasure challenge. Today's theme is self-care and alone time. So welcome to day 2. I'll put day 1 up from yesterday so that you can see everything that's been going on. And I'm so overjoyed to see all the responses from yesterday. Make sure you let me know that you watched live or in the replay so we can tally your points. If you haven't signed up yet, please go to tiffanygelverton.com/IGSPC. And so that we can get you all your extra bonuses and everything that's going on with our challenge. So grab your drink, grab a bestie, and let's get going. And I'm Tiffany Gelverton. I'm the chief sexinista and orgasm guru and founder of Entice Me and Sexy Survivors. And I'm here as your mentor to guide you through our self-pleasure challenge. And today we're going to tackle carving out time for yourself, which is the top thing that my students in the orgasm experience struggle with. They pay all this money for a course, and then they don't take time to watch it and watch the weekly videos and do the homework. And it's only about an hour or so a day. But when they do, they get wonderful results, like Cammie, who's had her first vaginal orgasm during sex with her husband, whom she'd been married to for over 25 years. She actually didn't think vaginal orgasms were an actual thing. She thought that was a myth. So taking time for yourself is the ultimate self-care. It could be struggling hard and difficult to find alone time, but I'm going to show you why it's important and how you can radically change your life if you take 1 hour a day or whatever it takes to get you there. In the orgasm experience, I teach women how to reach orgasm with penetration in just a few minutes every time without foreplay to maximize your time and your pleasure. And this isn't just going through the motions, get it done, get on, get it done. It's very intentional and beautiful. Knowing that your body can respond so quickly and intentionally is really amazing. And you'll hear more about the orgasm experience and what that's all about throughout this week. We're going to be here every day at 4:30 on YouTube, and then we'll post it over on our Instagram. We did this challenge last week on Facebook, and we had amazing results. And I'll tell you about some of those as we go along too. I had an amazing email from one of my clients this morning. It was really awesome. So when we put ourselves first, we are better at everything else we do. We're better mothers, lovers, sisters, employees, bosses, aunts, whatever you are, we're better at everything else that we do. And you can't give from an empty vessel. I know working moms are hit the hardest right now with responsibilities during the pandemic, and I know many of you are working moms. And I know it's so important now to take time for yourself. The men in our lives don't have any problems struggling with this as much as we do. While we might view it as selfish, I challenge you to view it as self-full. I ask my clients with male partners what happens when their guy gets frustrated. And they usually respond with, "Oh, he goes to the garage or out for a run." Exactly. And what do my clients do? Well, before they met me, they would get frustrated until they were so overwhelmed that they would lock themselves in the bathroom crying. Your time is self-full. It's really the radical self-care that we all need. What you may not be doing right now is getting your hair done, getting your nails done, going to the gym, getting massages. But I challenge you to put that time on your schedule anyhow and lock yourself in your bedroom. Your kids will be okay for an hour. They are in school, or they could scroll through the iPad, or even watch Netflix, or perhaps, play in the backyard or read a book. Think of it that they don't even really listen to you half the time anyway. This is all about you, and everybody else will be okay. And why this is important is because oxytocin is released into our bloodstream when we self-pleasure. And it's such a powerful chemical. It's called the cuddle chemical. And all those neurochemicals and endorphins that are released at orgasm, they help improve your immune system. They help build collagen. They create self-love, especially, which is important because when you have an orgasm with a partner, that oxytocin creates an emotional bond with your partner. But when you create your own orgasm, that oxytocin creates self-love for you. It increases body image issues, and it really helps you to develop what I call insane sexual confidence. And this is really important. Body image is so important with young girls around. So if you have young ladies in your life and you say things to yourself that you would never allow another person to say, I'm going to challenge you to really just love your body, because when young ladies hear that, they think, well, if your butt's big, then what's my butt? Or, they hear that you don't like your body, and then they start to become self-conscious of theirs. Girls as young as 6 years old are wanting plastic surgery, and that doesn't even include the young ladies who are wanting labiaplasties because they see what porn stars look like and they don't think that their bodies look like that. So let's look at where you can find some extra time. I know you're a multitasker. So one, you can do it before you get out of bed. You can do it in the shower while dinner's cooking in the Instapot. Are you mindlessly scrolling through Instagram, TikTok, Facebook? This is really proven to make you feel worse about yourself with compare-itis. That log on your phone that tells you how long you've been online this week? Check it out and set a goal this week to lower it by shifting that time. I was just watching the social experiment, something like that, on Netflix, and it's really, really disturbing. How many times a day do you check your email? This is my biggest waste of time, I think. So there you go. Put it in your calendar as a priority as you time. I like to have a nooner with myself personally. I'd rather grab a protein shake and an orgasm than take longer to make my lunch. And then my afternoon is much more productive and sexy. It is empowering to know that I slyly got off in the middle of the day, and you'll find that too. Trust me, guys do it all the time at work. They tell me and send me pictures. One, the pictures are from my lovers, not my clients, just to be clear. Many men self-pleasure in the bathroom at work. What if you did that? After you get past the shame, I know you are just shocked right now. You will feel more powerful than you have in a long time. Cognitive function, focus, productivity, efficiency, lowered stress, all those come with an orgasm in the middle of the day. Did you know that Olympic athletes that self-pleasure, not partnered sex, but self-pleasure the night before competition have up to 13% increased acceleration, agility, and strength? Plus, people who masturbated 4 times a week versus just once a week had a 3.2% increase in paycheck. My students find that if they leave it till bedtime, they're less likely to do it. So today your homework is to find time in your day when you can schedule your pleasure. Put it in your calendar every day for the next month. Yes, every day. Start with the week, but shoot for the month. You may not get to it every day, but the goal is to strive to it. I also want you to give yourself a score from a 1 to 10, with 10 being super sexy, like Marilyn Monroe or Dita Van Teese, of where you are right now. 1 being the lowest and 10 being super sexy. And I'm going to ask you again on this on Friday after you've taken time to pleasure yourself every day. Comment below with your hashtag, your number, and hashtag Marilyn so that we can see where you're at for the end by the end of the week. We did this activity last week, and one of our clients and sexy challengers went from a 1 to a 7 in just 3 days. So I'm going to tell you one of my favorite stories, and it's about Marilyn Monroe. After this week, you'll be holding yourself differently. The story about Marilyn that I really like is that she was walking down Fifth Avenue with one of her colleagues. And the colleague could not understand why the most beautiful, sexy, famous woman in the world wasn't being approached. Now, Marilyn had sunglasses on and a headscarf and a coat and was just walking normally. But she turned to her colleague and said, "Would you like to see Marilyn now?" And she just shifted her shoulders back, tilted her head, and adjusted the strut in her walk. And then everybody saw it was Marilyn and approached her. You will be holding yourself differently, like the Marilyn we all know. So put that in your schedule. Again, to recap, you're going to pleasure yourself and put it in your schedule and do it. Please share, tag, and tag Entice Me. You've got to tag us or we won't know that you did it. Same with on Instagram. Make sure you tag Entice Me Soirees. Get your pleasure in today, and tomorrow we're going to dive deep into all the biological, mental, and physical aspects of why we pleasure. You won't want to miss it. So grab your besties and your bevy and tune in for happy hour tomorrow for Self Sex is Sexy. And if you haven't registered, make sure you go over to enticeme.com. There's a link at the top that directs you right over to my Tiffany page, and you can register directly. Or you can register at tiffanyyelverton.com/SPC. I'll put it in the comments so that you can check it out. Thank you so much, and we'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.